Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena and this is Library of Diamonds, and in today's video I bring to you my first post review of one of these little tiny kits, the mini Dazzles kits. Now this one was very special for me for a few reasons, but before that let's go over to the stats. So we are pretty much getting closer to the end of December, but I finished, this was my third finish for November. This was my 42nd finish in 2024, and it was my 50th finish overall. And I think this number was pretty perfect because it's something that I didn't plan, but the fact that this specific set was my 50th finish, it was a cool milestone that, it was just coincidental pretty much. This had, I'm sorry, this is just a disaster, but this had 4,024 colors, 14 colors. They were all fairy dust, which chef's kiss. I don't remember when I started this. That's why this is a question mark, but I finished it on November the 28th. I know for sure that I wanted to get this by the beginning of the month so I could work on the actual Dia de los Muertos, because this mini Dazzle set is for Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead here in Mexico. And if you don't know, if you are new to my channel or have not heard of me mentioning this before, I am actually Mexican. I live in Mexico. Born and raised, as is said sometimes. I've never lived in any other country. I've lived all my life in Mexico. But, I've been intrigued by mini sets like this for a while. There are a few companies that have them now. And I think that the very first place where I saw this type of mini kits was Paint Gems. Paint Gems? You know which one I'm talking about. And I've been intrigued by those because there were a lot of really cute images. There are ones that I really would like to get at some point. But, I don't know. It never convinced me to pull the trigger, if you will. I was more into getting, the big canvases and the images, the full images and stuff. And then I saw that as Diamond Art Club as well, another few companies were starting to get some of their mini sets out like this. And there were a few from many places that I was really intrigued and just wanted to get pretty much. But again, there was nothing that was a must-have for me. But when this one came out, this mini Dazzle set, I just felt so attached to it right away. And I think the specific painting, the specific little thingy that made me say, this is mine, this has to be mine, was this one, the Bread of the Dead. I cannot explain to you how delicious this bread is. I know it's not nothing to do with diamond painting, but I remember that for Drills and Chills, I wanted to do vlogs for the entire event. There were 2 months, and at the end I decided not to, and I stopped at 5 videos instead of 8. But I remember that in at least 2 of those videos I mentioned Bread of the Dead, Pan de Muerto. I don't know. And then I saw that this was released, and I was like, oh my god, is this a sign or what? And so other thing that I was intrigued about this one in particular is that I knew that all of the drills in this sets are special drills, and I've seen that most of them are like, well, at least to what I can remember right now, is fairy dust. And I was like, ooh, fairy dust is like glitter. And Pan de Muerto, Bread of the Dead, is pretty much covered in sugar. So it might, in my mind, I was pretty much sprinkling the sugar while I was placing the diamonds. I don't know. It was my brain doing fuzzy and crazy, like funny things. But yeah, so as I said, I finished this. I got it, I think it was by the 6th or somewhere around those days. I wanted to get it by the 2nd, so I wanted to be able to do it by the 2nd of November, which is Dia de los Muertos. But at the end, it was better for me not to get it before, because I ended up pacing this ones like across the entirety of the month. I just could not get myself to do them all in one row. I kind of wanted to give each of them a special moment. The first one that I started was the tequila bottle. And oh, this one is kind of crooked. So this one was the first one. And when I finished this one, I knew that I was not going to be rushing through them. I kind of wanted to pace myself through them. And I kind of organized them in a way where they felt more special to me. Now there was this one, Flor de Cempasúchil, that I wanted to change a little bit because the Flor de Cempasúchil that I know is not so yellowy. It's more like a very, very vibrant orange, kind of like a pumpkin, you know, that sort of orange, and even brighter in my opinion. And my original idea was to change these drills for a much, much brighter color, but I didn't have special drills like fairy dust of that specific orange, and I didn't want to change like a fairy dust for a regular drill, even if it was more true to color in my opinion, or at least in the cempasúchil flowers that I've seen. So I decided not to change the color or anything, but I still loved working on this one and the result. I know. Oh, no, I'm gonna yawn because it's late. It's not that late, but it was a long work day. But yeah, and after finishing the first one, which was this one, I fell in love completely and absolutely. And not necessarily with mini Dazzles, more with just in general, like smally kits like this one. Ever since I got this, I've gotten a few more, I think 2 or 3, I believe. I don't really remember exactly, but I'm really excited. And these ones actually were great to do while I was working, because sometimes when I'm working, I have like these little spots of time that are dead time. It's not like long periods of time, it's like a minute at a time or something. But, you know, it's kind of tricky have a whole canvas in front of you and work on it and have my laptop on top and all the accessories and all and whatnot. But these ones were great because I just had to tape it to my table, like, you know, like so, tape it here, with my little containers to the side. And it was really simple to just, in that quick minute, just, you know, place a few drills and then just go ahead and do something else. So this is something that I did with almost all of these little minis. And it's something that I'm doing with another set of small kits. It's not as small as this one, but it's still small. And I've been enjoying that quite a lot. Actually, today's Saturday, and today was a very, very long day at work. But I had one of those minis, like I was a third into it, and I was able to finish it pretty much. And I enjoyed it really, really a lot. And also, I usually time myself. Not that I time it as in a race, just more as a stats thing. Like I like to know stats. But I decided not to time what it took me to make one of these, or all of them in general, because I was like really enjoying the process. And also something that I don't know why I just mentioned it until now, I single placed them all. And I decided to single place them because I wanted to enjoy them more. And I think that each one of these single placing took me between 40 to 50 minutes, I would say, more or less. So overall, it took me almost like, I don't know, I would say it took me like 5 hours to complete the whole thing, like single placing them, but I really did not time myself. So yeah, this is, I guess it's more than a review of this ones. It's like why these were so special to me. But, you know, I think that's at the end, everyone has their own reasons why they like or dislike something, and I just adore them. I really, really liked them. They also sparked a little joy that I didn't know I had in me, which is for small, mini, tiny kits. So yeah, this is a shorter video than I usually do, but it is of a very special thing to me. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below if you have ever tried either the mini Dazzles or any other minis that are out there, how much you like them, and if you have done this particular set. I've just seen one other person to work in this particular set, and that is Kate, my friend from Diamond Painting and Dr. Pepper. But other than her, I don't think I've seen anyone else. Maybe there are videos out there, but I'm really behind on my YouTube watching diamond painting thing. But yeah, I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. And as always, don't forget to keep on diamond painting. Bye bye.